Let me first of all start off this video with a pretty interesting analogy which I want to give you. There once was a tree who lived in the middle of a field, and the owner of that tree came up to it and said, "There will come a time where I will chop you down. When that time will come, I won't tell you. But what I will tell you is that if you will bear fruit, then I will make sure to keep your lifespan and to multiply your seeds so that you shall live forever. But if you do not bear fruit before your time's end, then you will be chopped down and thrown into the furnace where you will turn into ash." And you see, this quick analogy which I just told you can be especially inflicted in your life, in your specific life. And I know you're gonna ask me how is a tree relatable? How is this tree analogy relatable to my life? The meaning what I want you to understand from this analogy is a few simple words if you do not understand what I just said. And that is that you need to pick up his cross. You simply need to abandon the sinful life you have right now and pick up his cross and start to follow him daily. Because just as exactly that tree owner said that you will be chopped down, but I'm not going to tell you when, is the same thing the Lord is saying to specifically you. Every single day, he wants to remind you that you will die. You genuinely will die. When you will die, nobody knows. You won't know, but only he knows. Only he will know when your soul will be demanded from you. Because when it comes to faith, faith isn't something that you should play around with. It's not something you should go ahead and say, "Nah, I have a lot of time. I'm going to do it tomorrow. You know what? Nah, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it next month. Nah, you know what? I'm saved. I don't even need to do it at all." And my answer to that is that if you have an attitude like this, which I just mentioned, where you just use the Lord as a vending machine, go like, "Yeah, you know what? I have a lot of time." Bro, you can get hit by a car in just at least 5 minutes. You can have a heart attack the next minute. You never know when you will die. You genuinely never know when you will perish off of this earth. And yet you still say, "I'm gonna do it next day." There might be no next day. There genuinely might be no next day. It's either now or never. You either start serving him now or never. And situations like these are specifically importantly mentioned a lot in the Bible. Like, for example, the story of a farmer. There was a farmer who had barns, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna make bigger barns, and when I'm gonna finish making them, I'm gonna retire, and I'm gonna enjoy life splendidly. I'm gonna drink wine, I'm gonna eat, and live life comfortably." But then the Lord said from heaven, "You fool, for as this is the day, your soul shall be demanded from you." Because the thing is that the Lord always does his will, and he always does his things in the most unexpected ways, in the most unexpected times. Like, have you ever noticed when you always prayed the Lord to give you something? You always prayed, you just waited for that thing, but you never received it. And then eventually one day, when you just didn't think about it, and the atmosphere just didn't seem like you're not gonna receive it, and you just stopped thinking about it, all of a sudden, boom, you receive it. More importantly, you might have received it 2 times more than what you prayed for. This is how the Lord does his things. This is how he plays by his own rules. And while he can give you these good things in the most unexpected times, he can also discipline you through the hard way in the most unexpected times. Because you also have to realize that you only got one life. You only get one life in this world. This respawn analogy which you have in your mind is something that you should completely eliminate out of your life. Because don't lie to me. Genuinely, don't lie to me. I know by a fact that ever since you touch that controller, you play that first video game in your life, there is something that has been instantly programmed in your mind, and that is that your life will simply have a respawn button. Oh yeah, he died, there's always a second chance. Well, guess what? Let me break down the news for you. There is none. There is no second tries. You die, that's it. You are dead. As I even said this in my previous videos, life is like on a hardcore difficulty. It's like on Minecraft. It's not on the default survival difficulty. No, you are playing on the hardcore difficulty. Once you die, you die. That's it. So pick your decisions now. Genuinely. I hope you will genuinely use this video as something to spark that vigor into you to finally change and to do something in your life, instead of clicking off this video saying like, oh yeah, good information, and then start watching TikTok. Because I genuinely know some of you will do it. I know. Don't lie to me. I can see through the screen, even if you're thousands of kilometers away. Through the screen, I can tell that you will most likely, some of you, not all of you, but some of you will most likely click off. And instead of implementing this change, we'll start watching the new iShow speed stream, start watching the hub, and still say things like, I'll do it tomorrow. Because I'm gonna be brutally honest, I'm gonna be the first ever Christian self-improvement to tell you this, but if you do these things, if you are genuinely someone who does these types of things, you are a parasite. You genuinely are a parasite. For what? For using the Lord as a vending machine. You are disrespecting someone who is giving you life in the first place. You are disrespecting someone who puts you as the chosen one, because the chances of being born is 1 in 400 trillion. 400 trillion. This is how lucky you are to be the chosen one. The chosen one of the Lord, and yet you disrespect his name like that, even after all of the things he's done for you. This is how you treat him. But to those who genuinely want to change, who genuinely have the spark engulfed, who genuinely are starting to worry and start to wanting to change and are starting to worry of how to get things right, to those people, let me tell you that our God is a God of love. He is waiting for you. No matter how many times have you not carried your cross, he still loves you. He still is waiting for you to pick up that cross again, and to keep fighting, to keep believing in him, because he will give the things you want. Your breakthrough is on the way. The only thing you need to do is to fight and serve him. That's it. So the first thing that I want you to do is, after you watch this video, I want you to turn off your phone or get away from your PC, whatever you're watching this on. I want you to go to a solituded room where there's no disruptions, no distractions, and I want you to pray. Simply pray to the Lord to reignite your spirit, to give you a new heart, to give you that vigor again to fight and to be his servant. First, remember, the Lord wants every one of us to be in heaven. He wants every one of us. But there's this one saying which I've also seen on social media, which goes by the words of, a lot of people wear crosses, but not everybody carries them. So I hope you have learned something from this video today. That is pretty much, in simpler words, you only have 2 choices. Carry his cross now, or don't carry it at all. The choice is up to you. But besides the point, thank you genuinely so much for you all watching this video. And if you have reached this till the end, other than these 99% of people who can't even concentrate properly, and if you have reached this video till the end, if you have really put all these things into mind, then you genuinely have my respect. You genuinely have my respect. And as a repayment for watching this video, I want to give you something which I'm still working on, and that is a chance to become one of our exclusive members in our Crusade. First link in the description. This is a community where people are there for you, in a place where I can give you personalized one-to-one mentorship and absolutely anything you need completely for free. So if you are interested in these things, click that first link in the description, and I'll genuinely hope that I'll see you there, brother. Besides the point, if you also liked, you can like and subscribe to support this ministry. First, these are the things that really genuinely helped me out to push this truth towards the algorithm and towards other people. And pretty much, you can also comment down below your opinions, whether you support my message or not. And I see you boys in our crusade and tomorrow. Jesus loves you.